Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Ryan with Iowa Classic Cars, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're gonna see if we can get this Rusty Hulk 1967 Chevy Caprice running and driving again. So I'm actually making the intro video at the very last step of this video. You guys will see the progression from where I found it to what we've done with it today. The reason why I want to do that is just to give you a heads up that there are some skips and gaps in between the process of digging the car out of where we found it and the final product of the video. The reason why is because I goofed up and did not plug in my microphone for a couple steps, so there's a lot of time where I'm working and there's no audio, and it didn't make sense to put music over it. So just want to let you guys know that. Hope you enjoy it regardless, and enjoy the video. So here's the car. It's a 1967 Chevy Caprice, four-door hardtop, similar to the car I believe that was used in Supernatural, and it's been here a few years. Looks like it's got front accessory grill guards. It's got a 283 engine. Does turn over by hand. It's got a lot of body rust, but nothing crazy. A little bit of rust in the quarter panels. So Neil is here with me. He's the owner of the car. Neil, if you would just tell me the story of how your dad got it, how long he's had it, what was the whole history on this car?
My dad just bought the car for the engine and transmission he was going to put in a different vehicle. And so he bought the car just for that, and then my sister's car broke down, and my sister drove this car to high school for like 2 weeks, and then it got parked here and it was never moved again because he only wanted the engine and transmission.
Now, when did your sister go to high school?
Well, I'm 43, she's 45, and it would have been when she was 16, so
a few years ago. It's been sitting here a while.
Yes.
So we got the neighbor with the tractor. We're gonna try to get this thing lifted up. I brought a set of spare rims and tires. We'll knock the drums off of it and load it up. All right, first things first, we have power at the battery, obviously. I will go turn the key and see if we have power at the coil. Keys on, and we have power at the coil. Perfect. All right, so Turn the key off. Let's pop that cap and clean the points. I don't want to grab that wire. There we go. All right, you want to zoom in on this? So I'll pull that rotor button. We'll sand the points and then see if cap on the inside doesn't look bad. There's some dead spiders, but nothing crazy. I'll clean that out. Clean the points and see if we got some fire here. So, you want to zoom in here quick. We got my arch nemesis, the condenser and points 2-in-1 combination. So I'm going to run to Napa, grab a new points, a condenser, and swap this crap out, and we'll try it again. So we'll be back here in a little bit. All right, so I'm not really a fan of these unit points, but I took it apart here. Yeah, like that, and the condenser. And just cleaning these points up with a piece of sandpaper, because no one sells points for a small block Chevy. Kind of crazy, but I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but they're a lot cleaner now. Figure might as well just put it back together and throw it in the car. So let's do that now. If I can get this thing back together. There we go. Yeah, that sits like that. All right. I guess if we have to, we'll run to Des Moines and get points, but for now, I did that backwards. No, I didn't. We're okay. All right. Let's go put this in the car. All right, points are back in. Put the rotor button back on. Okay. All right, get the coil out of the way. Where's my flat? There's one side. Okay, so I think the points are close. Pops, do you want to watch this spark plug right here and tell me if it sparks? You know what, let me grab a longer wire. Okay, so points are back together. We have it dialed in at 16 thousandths, the gap anyways. So we're gonna see now if we have a good spark. I believe the coil is good. The points, they appear to be sparking, so we should have a good spark there at the plug, but let's just give it a shot. Are you serious? Yep, I'll bring it. Yell at me if we have spark here. Did it spark? Yep, do it again. Was it good white spark? Okay. Okay, well,
I don't think you can handle it. So.
that's all right. We have spark at the spark plug, so. All right, now we'll put some gas in it and see if it'll run. Okay, so today is day 3, and I'm gonna pull all of these old spark plugs and replace them and the wires. Yesterday I had a good spark. But yeah, look how black those spark plugs are. I'm sure a good fresh set of plugs and this thing will be coming back to life in no time. So we'll just get these pulled out of here, get the fresh wires put on, and hopefully today she runs. I'm feeling pretty confident about it though. This car's pretty untouched and original. Yep, really covered in oil and dirt and grease. Oh yeah, look how gross those are. I'm sure that's half the reason why it doesn't want to fire. All right, so it's day 3, like I said, and new spark plugs, new wires here. Sprayed the connections with some Marvel, and got my friend Norm here. I love Norm, he's an awesome guy. All right, we're gonna put a little gas in the carburetor and see if it'll fire. We have points at 30 degrees dwell, or the plugs are gapped, new wires, we have spark, it should fire. All right, there's the bottle. Let's put a little bit of gas in the vent. Okay, all righty, here we go. I'll hold the foot feed halfway down. That's pretty good. That's almost too easy. What do you think, Norm?
Hey.
We hooked up the fuel tank. Kind of glad we did that instead of flooding it out. I know in the last videos I've been just pumping gas into it, so got the fuel tank hooked up, a little bit of gas in the carb, just enough to fire it, and it's pulling fuel. I think we can probably drive this car later today. Well, good deal. Okay, now we know what this little girl runs. Let's go get some water. Oh yeah, she's bone dry. Let's go get some water so it doesn't overheat. Get that fuel tank hooked up over here. I will check the training fluid, see if it even has any training fluid in it. And if it does, we'll drive it or try to drive it. And hopefully we can do some laps here and drive it out into the sun for the first time under its own power in over 35 years. All right, so the fluid looks okay. It's a little low, but I can always get some more of that. So we will see if we have a good working tranny or not. I better shut the door. All right, so right now we're in park. There. It did move. There's reverse. There's neutral and drive. Here we go. This car has got no brakes, obviously, because it's got no drums. Got the ignition switch down there. There we go. We're moving. Got to really slow her down here, though. Speedometer works. We're moving. I'm just gonna do a couple laps. When you don't have any brakes, you have to stop it using the neutral and park. Well, there we go. So there you have it, everyone. With a little help from my friends, Tom and Norm, got the 67 Caprice running and driving again after sitting in the grass for, well, the last plate on it. The last plate on it is August of '95. You can't really kill a small block Chevy. It can almost kill you, but you really can't beat them. So if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up. Comment what you would do with this car, fix it up, restore it, drive it as is, patina, supernatural clone, whatever. Let me know what you guys do with it. And if you're brand new, make sure to subscribe and stay up to date with all my Will It Run videos. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Ryan with IowaClassicCars, and I will catch you next time.